We're back just in time to see one of Link's new moves in this game, sidling along walls. Yeah, when you got really narrow walkways like that, you can sidle around along walls. What you have to do, you simply have to face a wall, then press A, then you're going to start doing that. Really convenient for, you know, getting on these narrow walkways. And right now, I would be in danger of getting caught had I not taken out those searchlights. So that's basically what they're there for. Prevent you from getting caught while sidling along those walls and going so slow you'd be basically defenseless. Anyway, take a look at that! We found our butter knife again! But unfortunately, it's not going to be that easy because we just sprung a trap and woke up a Bokoblin. This one's got a sword, so it's a bit more threatening than the others, but not nearly enough to justify the mini-boss music that's playing right now. I mean, sure, the mini-boss music is amazing in this game, but for a single Bokoblin, it's just not worth it. Anyway, we're going to be able to move on to the room where Errol is being held right now. And remember when Quill said that that bird caught all kinds of girls from all over the Great Sea? Well, do you want to know how many of these girls got caught?
3.
That's right, only 3, and that was enough to be the talk of the entire world, not to mention that one of these kidnappings only took place just now, so what the hell, game? Anyway, as I said, it would be way too easy if I could just waltz out of here with arrows, so instead what happens is this. Yep. I was doomed for failure from the start. Isn't that just amazing? You go through all those hoops to get back your goddamn sword, and once you do, you realize that the whole effort was pointless anyway, especially considering we're talking about a dungeon where many people rage quit on. Anyway, look at that. This is the bird's master. We're not going to get a good enough view just now because it's still too early in the game, but we all know who this is. And let me tell you, there must have been a lifetime supply of Twinkies in the evil realm, and that bird's gotta have some pretty strong neck muscles to fling me this far away. Anyway, Fishin' nailed! That's all I have to say. Link's unconscious. Thankfully, he doesn't drop like a stone like I do when I'm in the water, else, yeah, he'd be pretty much screwed. Wait, is that Sean Connery? Wake up, Link! Frickin' Sean Connery wants to talk to you! And that doesn't happen every day. There we go. That's a bit better, but where is he? Where's Sean Connery? Whoa, Sean Connery's a talking boat! And he's also a total jerk. Either way, meet the King of Red Lions. This is going to be our method of transportation in this game, as well as the spiritual successor to Navi and Tattle. So, yeah, he's basically telling us that, as I said a few minutes, we were doomed from the start with nothing but that dinky little butter knife. Okay, suppose you saw him, the shadow that commands this monstrous bird. His name is Ganon. Yep, pretty much could have figured this out, and, yeah, we get an evil image of Ganondorf surrounded by flames, and is he going to say the word evil before this exposition is over? Oh, this is looking good. The world is once again being threatened by his evil magic! Alright, that's the Zelda I remember. So, if you remember the drinking game from the Ocarina of Time LP, well, it's time to start anew. So, if you're playing along, take your first shot of this LP. So, as he says, he's going to be the one who's going to advise us on this long and harrowing journey. And now we're being put down by the King of Red Lions, saying, yeah, basically, you're a wuss, so you're going to have to get a whole lot stronger if you want to be able to defeat Ganondorf and rescue your sister. So, let's get going to the Great Sea! Except not really, because as he's going to explain to us, in the same face he would have if he suffered from erectile dysfunction, he doesn't have a sail, and a boat with no sail can sail no seas. Bullshit! As he said earlier on, he was basically following me from the start of this adventure. This means he followed me from Outset, square G2, to the Forsaken Fortress, square A1, to this island, Windfall Island, square B4. You can easily get around without a sail. And by the way, let me mention just how creepy this is, that this boat followed me from the start of this adventure. Pedophilia much? Not that I would expect anything else out of someone who's made entirely of wood. Anyway, that's enough jibber-jabber. Let's get started on this new island, Windfall Island. Now, the King of Red Lions said that I could buy the sail that he requires as well as any supplies I need, but that there's no time for dilly-dallying around. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna dilly-dally around. First, I'm going to show you the bomb shop. We can't do anything there right now, but it's going to be important for later. So just take a look for a minute at how much he charges for these bombs. 1,000 rupees a pop, and you can only buy them in packs of 10, 20, or 30. Right now, obviously, we can't buy any of these, and we couldn't even buy them at the end of the game since we can only carry 5,000 rupees tops with the biggest wallet. Now, I'm going to tell you something right now to make money gathering a bit easier. There are a few pots hidden like that throughout the town, and I wouldn't say they always drop rupees, but they do so very often, and it's, okay, here we go. It's almost either 3 greens or a blue, so at this point in the game, this is actually a pretty good source of rupees. Now, this guy is called Zunari, who is instantly recognizable with his Eskimo-like coat or something to that effect. I don't want to sound racist or anything like that, but yeah, he's not telling you what he has for sale, but it's got to be pretty dang good the way he talks about it. So, what do you say we buy it from him? Now, I'm just pretending I don't know, because, of course, the way he talks about it, it's pretty clear that it's a sale, and he's going to give it to us for 80 rupees, which he is going to use to finance his fledgling business in this town. Said business is going to be the cause of many headaches and the source of one of the biggest side quests in the game, but unfortunately we can't do anything about that right now. We can only buy the sail from him, so we are going to come back a bit later in the game and see how that business of his is doing. Now I'm just going to assign the sail to the X button. I don't know why I always put it on X, never Y or Z. I don't know why. It's just a habit of mine. And besides, on this controller, it's called the 3 button. But hey, who's keeping count? Anyway, heading in this house, we're going to meet up with a guy with a camera hanging around his neck called Lenzo. Now, at first, he's going to be rather rude because of an incident that happened long ago where one of his cameras got stolen. Cameras are called picto boxes in this game, but sometimes I call them cameras, sometimes I call them picto boxes, but who really cares? But anyway, he doesn't want anything to do with us because he doesn't like strangers ever since that one guy stole a picto box from him. So, since the picto box got stolen from him, it's probably going to be a good idea for us to actually retrieve it, and it's something that we are going to have to do, so we're going to head over to that area right now. But first, okay, there's another pot right here. 5 free rupees, alright. Now, heading over there. Here's the most peculiar-looking character in the game. His name is Tot, and, well, how can I put it? The game really isn't making it easy on me, but he looks like sort of a gay pride mirror B, you know, Rick Santorum's worst freaking nightmare. But, yeah, he spends all days and all nights just dancing next to this tombstone, trying to turn day into night, and nothing ever happens. You might want to try playing Castlevania 2. You might have a bit more success there. So, of course, we can't really do anything for him right now, but I just wanted to show this guy to you because just look at him! Just look at him! It's just nuts! Who at Nintendo thought it would be a good idea to put in a homosexual stereotype like him? Seriously, that guy ought to be fired! Anyway, right in there, we're in the town's prison, and look who we found in there! Meet Tingle! It's his second appearance in the Zelda series after Majora's Mask, and he's a lot more aggravating to deal with than in Majora's Mask, let me tell you that. We're not going to see it right away, but we're going to see exactly why he's such a pain in the ass later in the game. And he's also accompanied by all kinds of ridiculous sound effects. And yeah, I say that a lot. We're going to see later in the game, but trust me, this is going to be a long LP, so we're going to take care of everything in time. This is a 100% run, except for the Nintendo Gallery. I'm not doing that, ever! But yeah, now we have to rescue Tingle so that he can do something for us later on. So the switch is just hidden behind those pots. Very poorly hidden switch. Anyone could pop in, just press it, and unleash all kinds of dangerous criminals upon the land. Thankfully for us, the only guy in there was Tingle, who's actually helpful to an extent because he's going to hurt our wallet later on, trust me. Anyway, he's going to give us the Tingle Tuner, which does a variety of things if you plug in a Game Boy Advance to sockets 2, 3, or 4 of the GameCube. But having never used the Tingle Tuner myself, I can't really tell you anything about what it does. Apparently, people can sometimes use it to be total pricks to the people who are actually playing on the GameCube, but as I said, I never really experienced this. And yet, Tingle forgot something important, and we are going to get, as a little bonus, the Tingle chart, which is going to give us the location of his island, as well as the places where we can upgrade the size of our wallets. As you can already tell, Tingle is all about raping your wallet as hard as possible, hence why he actually bothered including that information on the chart. So, he's telling us if we need help with charts, we're going to have to go see him, but that's for much later, and I can't take a look at Tingle's chart right now. It's going to wait until later. Now, that box that I broke hid a series of tunnels that I'm going to be going through, and you want to be careful not to fall off the maze. You saw that little wooded area to the left momentarily. You want to avoid those wooded areas as much as possible. Otherwise, you're just going to be ejected out of the building and straight in front of the King of Red Lions, and you're going to have to try all over again. But fortunately, I know the path by heart, and I'm even making a few rupees on the side, as you can see. So, when we get to the end, we reach a treasure chest. And, yeah, that was totally necessary. Anyway, let's open that chest, and inside, we are going to obtain... Aw, to hell with that, it's just too predictable. It's the Picto Box! So, I'm just gonna take a little break now, and I'll be right back in a few minutes when I save this video, okay? Be right back.